Welcome back everybody to Crusader Kings II. Yesterday we left it on a cliffhanger and that annoyed some people, but I'm actually really glad I did in hindsight because it turned out this event that I've created here so that we can resurrect this old religion, because otherwise it would actually be impossible. Actually turns out I'd written it badly and there was a big old bug in it. So there are things in CK2 called major events, right? Major events are things like the Mongols turning up, the Aztecs turning up, the bubonic plague, and it fires for every character on the map, and every character gets to respond to it, or every ruler. So for example, when the Aztecs turn up, you can say, oh no, oh shit, oh big dick, there's an Aztec right here. Or you can say, woo, Aztecs go Aztecs, or something like that, right? However, I set this event as a major event, which means every character on the map had the ability to convert to Kemetic. Not too good. Anyway, I've solved that now. Problem solved, we're back in the game. Secrets of the Nile. Despite the protests of the zealots and religious figures at your court, you decided you would tour the ancient religious monuments throughout your domain. Though controversial, you believe this will give you a greater insight into the realm of the people you rule over. I'm still sick, by the way. I have the flu, so I might be reading like an idiot. You travel through the crumbling ruins of the old Kemetic world. Beginning at Alexandria, you head to Cairo and lose yourself in the presence of the Great Sphinx. Finally, you move on to Luxor and to the site of the ancient city of Waset. You find yourself looking up the great carved visage of Ramesses II. I wonder how one man could be so revered. You wonder if you could also be worshipped and loved in such ways, and if you too would one day have a great carved monument. Perhaps this is the power of the old gods. Shall we get rid of the Pharaoh's curse? Convert to the old ways. No longer will we be cursed by the old gods and the pharaohs and the spirit of Egypt, but instead we'll be cursed by almost everybody in the known world. Turns out, flipping religion in the middle of the Middle East at this point in time might not be the best plan. Or, instead of doing that, I will secretly preserve the forgotten gods. We play the more intrigue-based game. We could potentially found a Kemetic secret society. We could try and convert things on the underground, you know, bring it back to light, start building temples, just be like, hey, you know, it's cultural restoration, when in fact, full-on worship. Or, alternatively, these gods are dead for a reason. We change our mind, we come back to it at a later date if we're not stable enough. Honestly, are our traits right? Defender, Desert Expert, I don't know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. We haven't got any kids anyway, so why does it matter? Honestly, we're in a good position. That should be self-evident. We've got 15,000 gold there. We've got 2 wonders, which we're both restoring. I've started building up the other areas of Egypt as well, Cairo and Giza, etc., giving them bigger castles, more defenses. Factions are looking good. Obviously, when we flip over, any zealots or any other religious, like this guy is probably going to fucking hate us a little bit. Imar Ashari, probably not going to be a big fan of his liege becoming old Egyptian. I think, why don't we take the secret one? We're now secretly Kemetic. Build the secret society. Build like an elite order of Ra worshippers, of sun worshippers or whatever else. God names, Amun, Anubis, Amuket, Hemuset, Isis, Canu, Mart, etc., etc. Right. A paragon can call for a great holy war. Priests can inherit titles. Priests can marry. Religion allows women to hold temple holdings. That's pretty useful if you want to disinherit people. No opinion penalty against female rulers and heirs. Also very good, so we're starting with essentially equality. Fleets can navigate major rivers. Ruler can marry close kin to improve vassal relations, similar to what, obviously, Cleopatra married her brother. Kemetic men can have up to 4 wives, and a religious head, in brackets the paragon, can be created through special decision. So we've got religious reformation to do. We've got, I believe there's actually a lot of decision to go through now. We would have to openly convert to it. So, can we found a secret society is probably the first question here. Is there a way to... I think we'd have to leave our current society, wouldn't we? Which means we'd have to drop the Hermetic Order. What I think then, we've essentially converted, right? We want to wait until we've written our magnum opus, pull out of the Hermetic Society, found a secret Kemetic Society, start converting our lords, our realms, our provinces, really sowing the seeds, ready for a major conversion, and then overnight, flick the switch and convert the whole of Egypt back to the old gods. I think that'd be pretty awesome. Let's go for that royal coronation then. I know I was saving it for the Kemetic, the Kemetic coronation instead, but I think this is probably the best way. We'll ask the Caliph. That's 1,000 gold. Good God, man. 500 prestige and 250 piety. We'll see what he says. Hopefully he'll say yes, because that will make us very beloved in our realm. Even to be fair, I think if we did openly convert at that stage, they might still like us, because obviously we were crowned by Caliph. I don't think we would actually lose that trait. Not entirely sure. I can't say I've ever done this before. So we can actually untick that now. Obviously, you can do that. That's a decision that can stay there just in case you move away from Kemetic or your kids decide to stay away from Kemetic or whatever. Right, I should make preparations at once. I can't be bothered to support the hospital, I'm going to be honest. I appreciate your invitation. I'm afraid I must decline. I trust my presence at the coronation will not be overly missed. Okay, so instead we're going to spend 2,000 gold on a high-ranking priest, or we could ask just a random priest. Okay, fine. Wally Rudan's opinion of Tiger Shark increases by a whole bunch of shit. And we'll get a high-ranking priest. That will do instead. There he is. My lord, I am pleased to accept your invitation. I will be journeying into Alexandria personally to perform your coronation. Thank you, my friend. Let's get coronated then. Let's get that out of the way as soon as possible. Maybe we'll have to get re-coronated again. I'm not entirely sure. Boom. The daily coronation, gain 100 piety. That's going to increase the mood of our tournaments, that type of thing. Gives us some new options there. We could start a Furusia tournament, which is just a regular old tournament, essentially. Do we get anything else with that one? Or are we just now... Yeah, we just get crowned. That's cool. Okay, diplomacy +1, vassal opinion +10, church opinion +5. It's going to keep the round together. Again, I'm not sure if we keep that or whether we lose it when we convert. If we keep it, that's incredible. What we've got to focus on now is maybe having Babby formed. I'm going to flip away from scholarship because I think we got the Necronomicon, didn't we? Yeah, we've already got it. So what I'm going to say then, let's flip over to seduction focus. Oh, shit, really? March. Okay, right. Let's blitz through a month. Flip over to seduction. That way, you know, our secondary third and fourth wife will also like us a little bit more, but we should get that increased fertility as well. A group of Jewish refugees from distant lands have come to my court. They're seeking a new place to live. Tradition faction, not happy about that at all. We gain a small Jewish community in Marabut. So we're going to piss off our tradition faction. We're going to please the prosperity faction. And we're going to piss off a lot of our Wali Suhail, Wali Malik. So these are just all our vassals, I guess. What is that? Is that our temple holders? Right? Yeah, okay, so we're going to piss off all of our temple holders. That makes sense. Or tell them to move on, improve the relations. But I'm going to keep them because I don't know what that building does. And when was it they arrived? It was like something. I have no idea. It's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. I just kind of want to see what it did. That's all. Okay, we'll endure it. It's for one evening after all. We got an annoying guest. Oh my god, we got patient out of it. I'll absolutely take that. Were we tall? I feel like the traits are somewhat different, but they look so similar as well. Like, we were definitely a Mutazilite. We were definitely a Hajjaj. We definitely had some other traits as well. I don't remember us being brawny and tall, though. That's the thing. Oh, God, no. Something's definitely wrong. An agent of the Waldensian Church. I think there must have been an update. So, look, don't worry about it. We're going to memorize the whole Quran. I think we did this before. Just where I've had to reload to obviously fix that event. It's not a big deal. That's kind of cool anyway. Right, okay. So, we need a new Spy Master. It's been a long time since we stole an artifact. So why don't we try and get back one of the old Egyptian artifacts, seeing as now we are Kemetic. So this guy has the bust of Nefertiti, or we go for the other guy over in Spain, who has the, nothing. He had the Rosetta Stone. Where the fuck has that gone to? Because that's actually a fairly big one, huh? Like, literally the old Egyptian text written down. I feel like we could probably do with that. Rosetta Stone. Is it gone? Oh my god, did they not pay maintenance on it or something? It's been destroyed. You absolute fool. I'm going to assume you don't have it. Oh my god, I think the Rosetta Stone is gone. Well, that's a real shame. I can only assume it got destroyed in a raid, or they didn't pay the maintenance on it, or it didn't inherit it properly. That's now gone. There's only one Egyptian artifact left, and it's a Nefertiti. Okay, we're going to have to try and get that. Steel artifact. Nefertiti bust. We can use that. He can't. Who's going to accompany us on this raid over in Persia? We could take our Marshal, our Spy Master. Let's absolutely take our Marshal in this situation then. Come with me. Between us, we're absolutely going to smash this, I think. Okay, so we're still working on the Necronomicon because, of course, we've still got the Scholarship Focus. I honestly thought we finished the event chain, but the fact that there's a 30% chance of getting diligent, come on. Patient and diligent, one episode. That's a real shame because that would have been huge, huh? Right. Force our way inside. 82% chance of success. This is ours now. We're taking this back. 85% chance of success. Absolutely nailed it. Okay. Split up to cover more ground. Administrative capabilities and scholarly knowledge. We've got 32 learning. Absolutely, we're going to be great on that. This may be before... Wow, we fucking got it. Look at that. Holy shit. This actually may be before we got the water clock, and it is. Okay, so when we stole the water clock last time, we've actually stolen this time around. We have to publicly follow the Kemetic religion. Obviously, that's coming up very, very shortly, so that's not such a big deal. Re-educate. Whoa. Interesting. What is that thing? Cool. May have negative consequences. Why? Why would it do that? Why would it have negative consequences? It's not like he's going to forget how to be a good, brilliant strategist, is it? That's so strange. Right, let's untick him. Obviously, it's for gameplay balance, but, you know. Okay, cool. That was a good raid. Well done, team. We've managed to get one of the, well, I guess the only Egyptian artifact that's left now, seeing as the others have all fallen into ruin and dismay. Apparently disappeared off the face of the friggin' earth. Just misplaced my Rosetta Stone. I'm just using it as a door prop or a fancy fucking paperweight, you weird man. How long until we can level up then? Because this is the only thing holding us back now is the Hermetic Society before we can openly convert. Saying that, could we not just leave? Bear with me on this one. We're already ranked 2. Leave. Found our secret society, which we might not even be able to do in hindsight. Convert to Judaism, what? Let's wait and see here. Give it a couple of months, because obviously it has to come off of cooldown. You know, when you leave society, you can't just immediately join another. Excellent. Thank you, my friends from Piety. If we can't found the secret society anyway, we'll just flip religion. I thought I'd better try it first. There's no point in us getting the Magnum Opus only to, you know, leave and rejoin. I must delve deeper. 25% chance being known as the Scholar, the Stranger, the Devil, or the Accursed. 30% chance getting a Lunatic, which is goddamn horrible in this. We got very lucky. We are now known as Tiger Shark the Accursed. Fantastic. Just what we were after there. Okay, can we found this Holy Order? Well, it's not really a Holy Order, is it? Can we found this Secret Holy Society? Doesn't look like it at all. We've got Holy Societies turned on. I specifically left that rule enabled just so that we could do it ourselves. But nope, there is not an option then. So I guess the only thing left to do, make sure our vassals don't completely hate us, flip over, and then start revoking all the titles. It's a little bit weird to give out all the titles, but I've specifically done things like giving the Dutch level title over to this dude, who's only just had a son, right? So beforehand, I mean, he's literally only just had that son, because I remember giving it to him. But yeah, he didn't have an heir, so that way we could kill him off, inherit the Dutch back, give it out to an Egyptian guy, like an old Egyptian guy. So it's going to take a while to obviously deal with all of our religious stuff, and it's going to take even longer to convert this stuff anyway. But, oh, God, that's not worth it. I'm sorry. Oh, to be fair, we got 13,000 gold. We might need that money for troops, things like that. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we can found the society. I think we've given it the 3 months necessary for the cooldown then. So, let's do it. Let's openly adopt our religion. So, personally adopt faith. Give up the charade of your false religion you've acted upon and openly declare your true faith. Amir, Tiger Shark the Accursed becomes Kemetic. Boom. Egypt, once again, under a Kemetic lord for the first time in however many hundreds of years. Like 1,000 years, 2,000 years, however long it is. This is awesome. So, Kemetic there, you can see we still have all those things, but we've got many, many, many things to do. Now, look at this. So, from the top, we can organize the Horusian Guard there. So, that's one of our 2 holy orders. I believe you have to be an emperor for this one. Yeah, rank is higher than king. Organize the Anubis Guard we can do immediately because, of course, we are technically the King of Egypt. Fantastic. Does that still use the... oh, it still uses the dynasty name on the map. I thought it would say, like, you know, Egypt or whatever the equivalent of that is. Restore the Paragon Zroj. Zroj. Yeah, okay, I'll assume that's how that's pronounced. We have to be an empire. We have to have 500 piety. We have to have 60 moral authority. And the barony of Luxor must exist. Right. So the first step then to restoring sort of and re-empowering the Egyptian religion here. Restore Luxor Temple. That sounds expensive. It takes 1,000 gold. Luckily we've got all the gold in the bank. Restore Luxor Temple to its former glory. We have to hold, obviously, Luxor itself, which we do in this situation. So that's pretty good. Okay, cool. Right, and then we can also build a fucking pyramid. How much does that cost? 600 gold. Say no more. The pharaohs of ancient times would often have their massive tombs erected in their honor during their reign. Such effort was put into the construction of these pyramids that often decades would go by before being completed, and the pharaohs who commissioned the pyramid would be long dead. Regardless, it was a very prestigious and important thing to do as a pharaoh. Tradition drives me to do it. Lose 600 gold, but by the time we die, we might actually have a really, really cool burial site here. Organize the Anubis Guard. Warriors of Death. That's just an image they put through Photoshop. I'd recognize that from a mile away. Word has it that enemies of Egypt have something new to fear. Warriors atop chariots equipped with bow and arrow alongside fearsome spear troops. Some even whisper that they don helmets in the shape of the old god Anubis. Regardless of such claims, this new Kemetic holy order will pose a serious threat to all that oppose Kemeticism. Worrisome? I mean, worrisome for them, I assume. Do we want to start restoring Luxor, or do we want to let our... Oh, embrace Sahidic culture. I completely forgot to do that. There we go. Boom. Right, how about now? Are we Egypt now? Kemi, look at that. Okay, that's kind of cool, huh? Do we want to go for Luxor Temple? I don't know if we want to wait a while. So what can we do as Egyptian then? We can plan a feast, go on a grand hunt. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of basically just Catholicism stuff. Can hold a grand tournament as well. Awesome. So the last things to do for us in terms of this campaign would be to organize the Horusian Garden and restore the Paragon Zorch. Obviously, that's a long way away, so don't worry about that yet. I'd like to grab a lot of the Nubian land as well, all the way down to Abyssinia. Basically control the whole Nile would be pretty fantastic. Maybe even most of Northern Africa, too. Really cut a swath all the way across, or perhaps even take the whole of Africa and become just massive, massive Egyptian continent. That'd be awesome, huh? Right, okay, well, I guess then we might as well start restoring Luxor, because it sounds like it would take a friggin' long time. Much time has passed since Luxor Temple's last official use, and the peasantry has moved into its location since then. A sad sight as it is indeed to see in its current status. What does that even mean? You decide that it is best in the interest of everyone to restore the temple to its former glory and make it a beacon of the revitalized Kemetic religion. Spelled with a Z. That grinds me to my core. Okay, we need to hire a new priest then pretty soon, huh? Let's go ahead and... Where are you then? Hire a holy man. Invite a priest to court. I'm going to invite a shit ton of them. Oh, I'm going to invite one of them apparently. No, we want to invite a shit ton of these guys and ladies. I'm going to spend all our piety to do so in the hopes that at least one of them ends up being super, super good. We haven't got that many Egyptian characters. In fact, there should be no other Kemetic characters in our court besides us. We got very lucky. Holy shit, look at this guy. Uini of Kos. Sahidic, Kemetic, 25 learning. This is why I wanted to roll the dice. Alright, let's proselytize and start work on that. Now, with all the spares, they're not going to go to waste. I'm going to try and marry them off where we can, if we can. Sort of, you know, spread them around the realm a little bit. Start proselytizing our capital here. This is going to be some big shit. Now, can we do anything with the actual Great Pyramid of Khufu here? Can we build some extra pyramids? Fuck it. Why not? I think last time we were building like an acropolis or something along those lines, but that sounds kind of cool, building a few extra pyramids as well. Interesting. The Kumutsa Faith Triumph. I've not actually heard of that one before. That's again why CK2Plus is so good, that it's that it adds all these extra religions, all these extra heresies and things as well. And for all these mechanics, by the way, you know, restoring Luxor, the guards, the Paragon's Lodge, whatever else, is all added by CK2Plus. The question is that secular? Do we become the leader of the Paragon cult of Amun, or do we set up a priest to do it? Because I believe, like in Egyptian times, the Pharaoh was seen as the ultimate sort of religious authority, right? Believed to be like the son of Ra or something like that. Not too good on Egyptian history, I will admit. So I would assume we would become the head of that, but I mean, a great priest also wouldn't hurt either way. Sounds kind of cool. Regardless of the fact whether we become the head of the religion or not, just seeing it would be kind of awesome, huh? So what we've got to do now, then, is revoke every single one of these titles we've dished out. So we're going to check the realm laws, and we are going to go for revocation. Oh, active cultural conversion. Wow. Okay. This sounds useful. So we can't even go for religious revoke titles. Why is that? None of those are true. So we had to be on crown before we could pass this anyway. You can't be Imperial Chinese. You can't be Cosmopolitan. Fine. We have to have medium crown authority. That's going to take a serious amount of time. Now, can the council vote on anything? No, they cannot. Right, let's crank that for a start. Right, okay. So in another 50 years' time. Oh, good. Only another 50 years' time we can start revoking some titles. Technically, we already have revocation. Now, if we have claims on any of these provinces, we can pull them back. We don't have any claims because, of course, we push those claims and actually dish them out. Okay, then. So what I'm looking to do is turn off auto-stop plots for a start if we've got our vassals plotting. Try and imprison them with low imprisonment, you sack our marshal, something like that. Get them to rebel, revoke their titles like that way. That would work. We do have revoke title allowed, we just don't have that religious revocation, which would allow us to just fucking revoke the lot, basically. So what I'm going to do then, we're going to go to some of our... Oh, it's a shame because they really do like us. Let's be very careful with who we antagonize here. So this dude down here, he's a tribal barbarian. Vassals will not object. Sure, that's ours then. Goodbye. Boom. We gain one learning as well. Thank you very much. We'll also... Did he say no? Oh, right. Sorry, that was another dude. There we go. We can also revoke his actual province here as well. Right, we'll take that off of him. Sorry, my friend. You were actually someone I specifically put there, and now I feel kind of bad. Okay. So, do we want to eliminate every single vassal under us that isn't our religion? So, for example, we could give away Khafra by... If we go my religion, my culture. There we go. Boom. So we could give these guys some land, really. I mean, with a super high learning. Will that affect religious conversion, or is it people with high stewardship? I can never remember which way around it is either way. We'll hire some new people anyway, because those are the only people of our religion. So let's invite a couple of chancellors as well. It's 10 gold a swing. So I'll just invite a fucking boatload of those guys, huh? We'll invite a boatload of debutantes as well and marry them all off. I'm going to literally spend a fucking fortune on this if I can. Worst case scenario, we just hit the button that kicks them all out of our core, right? Let's get a whole bunch more. There we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good God, this is taking a while, huh? Right, there we go. All right, perfect. And then let's see who we've actually got now to give some land to. So we're looking for people with high stewardship. I mean, look at this guy. Wise, ambitious. Well, wise is pretty good. Erudite as well. Proud, charismatic, negotiator. If we land him, it's not going to make any difference if he's ambitious or not. So we want to give him Thamon. Now, I want to give him Thamon, but without lower titles, because we want to hold what was Luxor. So we want to give him this one. And I want to say to you, my friend, you can have the title, but we do not grant you the rank of master. So which one is that one? All the names have changed. There we go, Khafra. So we want to hold this one. Great pronunciation. As you can tell, I do speak fluent Egyptian. We can do it like that, but the downside is one of his vassals is, of course, Sunni. So that could cause some issues in the long term. So what I might want to do in the future, rather than do that, is actually revoke all of the titles. We could start fabricating claims as well. That's actually not another way. That's not a bad way of doing things anyway. Let's set the whole council, because that'll piss them off, make them more likely to plot against us. I'm going to start antagonizing people as well. That'll piss them off. They'll start plotting against us, that type of thing. Actually, we've got a whole council of Kemetic Egyptian now. That's pretty good. Right, train troops in Alexandria. You're going to start fabricating claims once again, like over here. We'll start antagonizing our other Duke over in Sinai, get him to go into rebellion, that type of thing, start plotting against us. Then we'll get Spy Master. You can start building up a spy network. We'll assassinate whoever the small families are, so that we can just inherit it via regular means, you know, because they have no living heirs. You can, I don't know, collect taxes. That's what we need right now. A bit more gold. And then, oh, you're a mother. I kind of feel bad for sacking you. But you know what? Cometics only. Get out of here. Get out of here. We're going full religious purge. Okay, so we can get legalism level 4, which gives us access to unlocks decisions not available for a character yet. No shit. What does it give us though? Just unlocks decisions. That's very vague. Tolerance, also probably not a terrible idea. That would give us access to full status of women. Gives us technological spread rate as well, and it would defend us against factions because of the opinion penalty bonus. It's only going to give us another like 7. What is that? Like fucking barely anything. I could do that. That's not too terrible. Majesty, also not terrible for the tech spread rate. Torn between tolerance and legalism. Might go legalism, find out what these supposed decisions are that aren't apparently available to us. God knows. I can't see any difference at all. Ars Courtiers to leave court. Now, we're going to keep around. I'll take the extra cost for a while. It's going to cost a little bit more. Court expensive, 4.8 gold. For an extra 64 accommodations, I was 34.56. That's a year. I'm going to keep them around. I really am going to keep them all around for the time being. And it's a shame you can't kick out everybody. You know, when you expel all your courtiers, it's a shame you can't say, kick out everybody who's not my culture, or kick out everybody who's not my religion. You have to just get rid of them all, essentially. Right, military advances then. Let's go for military organization, and we should be able to build some really cool Egyptian retinues now, right? Sahidic Matoe. Pikemen and archers. Don't know what that is, but it sounds kind of cool. We've lost the ability to get camels, which is kind of weird. We can't even get, like, chariots or anything either, which is kind of sad. We've got our Anubis guard, though, which is cool. Yeah, horse archers, pikemen, cool. Right, let's go for these guys. So, defense and archer defense. They're not a particularly fantastic retinue, I'll be frank. They're really not. But we've got the money to build them, and they're our special cultural ones, so why the fuck not, huh? We might as well go for it, just in case we get any of those cultural or religious rebellions, just in case the Muslims right next door decide to come and attack us. You want to actually marry us. That's the opposite of what I thought was going to happen. Was that Imar? His character was a rightful inheritor to Muhammad in the eldest. I don't think that's right. I think we might have a couple of traits being bugged out here. Don't worry about it. I don't know why it's causing that. I haven't changed the mod list at all. To Great Amir Al-Umara Tiger Shark. Of course, my friend. You want my half-sister to marry you. No, just in case we want to go to war with him, I guess. So the one person we want to go to war with is, oh my god, Nubian Revolt. I was going to say we might want to assassinate them, but actually they've given it to us on a silver plate. De jure claim it or holy war it? Well, if we holy war it, we're going to get 3% extra moral authority for our religion, which is exactly what we need right now. We don't have any piety because I had a bunch of priests. Hilarious. Fine, can just push the de jure claim. I'm not missing out on this. Only because the current king of Nubia, we've been to war with recently, and there's still a truce against that, so this is very, very lucky. Let's just dogpile it. Let's just dogpile. I know I could have probably saved 1 or 2 lives there. Oh, shit. Wow. That's got to be a duchy level title. 2,000 gold. That's got to be a duchy level title. Goodbye, my friend. Revoke title. What's he going to say? Yes, of course he is. Oh, my God. It was not. Are you fucking joking? We paid 2,000 gold for a province. Good God, man. Okay. This might be the worst way to do it then. That's a lot of money. Like, I know we've got a lot of money, but that's an absurd amount of cash. Actually, we're still making an absurd amount of cash. Good God. Okay, so we'll move you over as soon as possible then. I'm going to give this line out immediately because we are taking a lot of court expenses having all these people around. Right, so, man, my religion, my country. You seriously best one we got here. Let's arrange a betrothal, first and foremost. Arrange a marriage between you and religion. Let's see, Kemetic. We'll sort of try and find you a decent wife. There you go. You can have her. Boom. There you go. You're welcome. And then grant him the land. What was it? Senusi. Just double check. Yes, it was. Alright, there we go. Awesome. That's kind of the whole plan with that. 2 courtiers gone. Land's given out. I'll take that one. Right, we need a new steward then. Okay. I'm going to go with you because you're actually our religion here and you might be more loyal. Okay, let's get you to oversee that there. Pylon. Seaweed Dodley. My half-sister. Oh, that's cool. So, of course, we've actually got equality now. Women have the ability... Oh, I'm going to get cultural conversion. Fuck that. Yeah, there we go. Right, so we can actually, I believe now, right-click on provinces and, like, try and convert them. I have no idea how to do it. I guess it has to be our own provinces, huh? Secretly convert to Coptic. Secretly convert to Coptic. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, could we probably have done that then? Could we just found like an Egyptian holy site and just convert it back? Yeah, I bet we could have. No, still secretly convert to Coptic, huh? Oh, but it doesn't matter too much. That's probably because we're not Coptic in hindsight. Anyway, let's merge. Let's get this shit done as soon as possible because we're not going to get an opportunity like this for the time being. Mystic is quite nice as well. I think we had that last time, didn't we? Right, stick him in prison. Let's get as much sticking war score out of this one as once, and then we go for their capital, wherever the hell that is. Take him prisoner. Thank you very much. And all of these give us a 5% chance of being just. So, you know, the comparative chance from all of this war is going to be like a 20%. It's going to be pretty decent. Thank you very much. All right. Did we get just? Still no just, huh? Just will definitely help out a lot because obviously it's, you know, we're in for a lot of vassal wars anyway. China is now Aztec? What are you wearing that for? Is he just found that? That's a traditional Chinese headdress. Okay, fine. Not going to question it. What I was going to say is we're in for like a lot of vassal plottings, vassal rebellions, that type of thing, especially as we revoke more and more titles, and especially if we do eventually get religious revocation. It's basically like, okay, you can just revoke the title freely, but you'll piss off absolutely everyone of that religion in your realm, which is everybody besides, you know, the 20 courtiers that we just invited to court. So getting just might just take the edge off that a little bit, no pun intended. Take a prisoner at once. Oh my god, we actually got her. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Did we get just, though? Because if we haven't got just, I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep knocking this shit down until eventually we get it, ideally. Thank you. I don't want to wait too long. Ah, we got it. Perfect. Look at that. That's a pretty decent strategy. I like that one. Thank you very much. Good shit, my man. Look at our borders now. Kemi is very large. Worked like a charm. This disgraceful Emir plotting against us. Goodbye, and now he's in rebellion. Oh, it couldn't work any better, huh? Could not have been any more perfect for us, right? They're probably a little annoyed that we did just revoke his capital. Right, so we can take all this, revoke all these titles now, essentially, which is quite nice. Although I'm not sure, because these are his vassal titles. I think we could just revoke the duchy. To be fair, though, we have revoked the actual province, so we could give this guy the duchy level title. And like I said, I don't want to spend 2,000 gold on the provinces. If that was cheaper, I might have gone with the strategy I was talking about earlier, whereby we revoke all the titles before giving out the ducal level title. But honestly, as long as our direct vassals are Kemetic, who cares about the vassals under then? Sure, they might face rebellions, but if it comes to that, and if they lose the rebellion, don't bother. If they lose the rebellion, then we can just revoke the titles from the new guy and go to war with the new guy. So it's not that. It might be a little bit more maintenance, but honestly, I think this is probably the best way. Right, let's deal with these guys. This should take no time at all, given that we've got like 13,000 dudes. This is insane. We've got a really powerful kingdom here. You got to bear in mind, the year's only 1016 as well, so I think we're doing pretty decently here to say that we've come from basically nothing. Right, get them all together. Let's burn this shit. Goodbye. Nice knowing you. Oh, God, that was bad. Oh, God. Oh, I thought we were leading the center. Shit. I thought we were leading troops, and I was like, yeah, we'll be on the center. We'll be honest. It's fine. Nothing to worry about there. Nope. Everything to worry about. News from China. Good for China. Good for China. The Emperor dislikes Germans. Not saying a thing. Right, get out of here. Take him prisoner at once. Where's his capital, then? Is it this one? What, does he even have a capital? Where are you at? Where's your capital? Oh, he's got a mosque. That's all he's got. Oh, of course, because you can hold temple holdings. Sure. Wait, can he hold temple holdings, or am I... Mosque of Jalu? Are you allowed, really, to do that? Yeah, can hold temple holdings. My mistake. So his capital is actually still... There we go. Boom. Problem solved. Oh, no, apparently not. He managed to escape somehow. I have nothing for you today. You're not getting any gold out of me. Wait till I finish this war and dished out some provinces first, for the love of God. We should probably hunt down their troops. I think they've only got 300 because he's, you know, fighting us from a mosque. Okay, well, let's siege this one down and sort of see how we're getting on. Oh, thank God for that. So, actually, we couldn't have forced his surrender. He had to offer us a surrender there because no major battle has occurred because he hasn't got any goddamn troops. Fantastic mechanic there, Paradox. Right, you are now in prison, and we're going to revoke the shit out of your title. Perfect. All right, what about these guys who also backed him? I mean, to be fair, it's their duty to defend their liege, so they didn't really have a choice in that. We can't even revoke it. We'll just piss off our vassals. All right, fine. Let's do what I said then. Let's just give our Kemetic friend here. What is that? We're looking to give him the Tosh from the bill of Cyrenaica. There you go. Good work, my friend. These are right news. Bring them back. We've got some raiders. Let's kill those off as well. Why are we not having any kids? This is so weird. 24, 3 wives, still no babby. We're done with the scholarship focus, so why don't we flip over to seduction? I guess we could rejoin the Hermetics now, huh? I shouldn't have left in the first place. Oh! The Anubis Guard. What is that? Is that a... Ah, right, it's a holy order. We can join the Keepers of the Flame. Why can we join the Keepers of the... Oh, because we worship the sun, I guess. Yeah, you're not wrong. Reaver Warrior Training, Summon Logic Commander, Enter Battle Trance. Now, this is a base game one, isn't it? Am I right in thinking that? Yes, it absolutely is. Cool. Okay, let's join the Keepers of the Flame, then. Alright, this sounds cool. A fight for glory, huh? Oh, God. We've been wounded already. What's a personal combat? 37? I thought we were like a formidable fighter. What happened? Abbasid Jihad for Egypt. Amir Majid the Rich is at war with us. He has 9,000 gold. 9,000 gold, huh? So if we were to say, kidnap you, and then banish you, or execute you, or find some way to get this money off of you, send him to China, recruit him and send him to China, then we would make 9,000 gold? I've got to think of a way of doing it, because obviously, you know, if they've still got living relatives, that type of thing, if they're not actually part of your court as well. Now, I believe CK2Plus does add a recruit mechanic. You can let people out of prison on the condition that they join you, essentially. Let's see what we can do with this. This could be really, really big. So he is in Damascus to scheme. Right, okay, so Spy Master, we're already overseeing... Oh, we were building a spy network. Let's start building a new spy network then. What's our power right now? Oh, shit, we can actually activate it. Oh, this could be big. Right, activate it. You know what, really, I should be focusing on the jihad that's happening, huh? Pope Crown's Emperor, don't give a shit. Oh, it's the actual Abbasids. Oh, God, they're long now. 44,000... Oh, good God. Oh, no. Okay, shit. Where do we... Should we stand at Sinai? Should we stand at the Nile itself and just build an unstoppable wall? Bring me the Horusian Guard. I'm gonna give him 100 gold to keep his mouth shut just in case the other guy pisses off. We got 400 men, but they are 400 of the finest boys I've ever met in my life. And so it begins. Or so it ends right now, because it's the end of the episode. I don't want to really start a massive war just as we are on the cusp of finishing things. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Now come the troubles. Now come the troubles of converting to a dead religion when you and only about 30 of your courtiers follow it, surrounded by a bunch of people who are very mad at you for turning your back on what they believe to be their true religion. Thank you. Let's give a shout out to the insane top tier level patrons who made this series possible in the first place. A big thank you to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Sardini, Crazy Pack, Crosis, Donald, Facundo Vasquez, Fluffernutter, Fungus King, Gogolus, Harik, Jimbo, Josh Lindeen, Tesla, Justin Wallace, Caden Carter, Michael Mullen, Mr. Smug, Muskratful, Nathan Flores, Necrophilim, Pelvis Presley, Skaz, Shayuch Sinclair, Sir Thor the Swede, Stannis the Manis, The Forsaken One, Teabag Cruz, Tom Terrier 18, Tyler Kendall, and Vacuous Bacchus. Thank you for your support, the Insane Tier levels on Patreon. It is most appreciated. Thank you for making the channel possible in the first place. And a shout out as well has to go to Astro, Adam Person, Akari, Andrew Wilson, Bordoon, Ben Troke, Betimus Max, Better Valerian Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunk207, easier to pronounce name, Exploding Knees, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gray, Haji Damar, Hancock, Icy the Great, Irish, Israel, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Jason, Jose, Joran de Vries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plop, Justin Walters, Lemon Start, The Smee, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Matthew, Monty, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pantamu, Peyton Denisar. Sorry, I had to try and not die there. Panther Pearl, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, The Bloody Knight, The Insane Pickle, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade, Wolfie Yorker, Zach Biller, and Zico 2. I'll be glad when I don't have the flu. That rhymed. See you guys all tomorrow.